I'm learning French and Japanese. Can you teach me some fashion slang?
How about chic de la chic?
I have no idea what that means.
It means it's the coolest of the cool.
Hi, I'm Oliver Berman, Glamour's 5th grade correspondent here at New York Fashion Week. If you were walking down the runway, what song would you choose?
I think I would choose Crave You by Flight Facilities.
Ooh, that's a good question. I would feel like either something real upbeat, so DJ Snake, maybe some Beyonce.
Who's the hottest designer for ages 10 and up?
I mean, probably Rebecca Minkoff, right? She's having the backstage literally in a Magnum ice cream store. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah. There's free ice cream at Rebecca Minkoff. It tastes like a bagel. I don't know if I like it or not. If you could see anybody in a swimsuit walking down the runway, who would you see?
I think I would have to choose my Rocky Horror Picture Show castmate, Laverne Cox, because she is one of the fiercest ladies that I know, and she has a rockin' smokin' body and would just like work that runway like nobody's business. Right?
Yeah.
I think I'd want to see Margot Robbie. She has the best body.
My favorite animal is a cat. What is your favorite animal print?
Never anything wrong with leopards. Something to wear, something on a chair. There's never enough leopard print. What's your cat's name?
I don't have a cat.
Gigi has been the star of the runway for quite a few seasons now. And we thought, okay, instead of using Gigi in an ad campaign, we should do something really, really meaningful and really unique. So I invited her to design this collection with me. She came in and she took over.
My style, I didn't really realize it, but had a lot of nautical tones to it. I also started to make different pieces based on different parts of my style. So the sportier side, the more California hippie chic side with the long dresses, and we did a more rock and roll side with the leather, and we looked at really cool Tommy archive pieces.
She has a way of mixing her own clothes in a way that I think is trend-setting, unique. I think it's youthful and cool. I wanted to absorb that into my company, and now we've done it.
It's hopefully a platform for bigger and more fun things together, and we're really excited.
I really started thinking, okay, what does American sportswear mean to me, or what do I want it to stand for? I love the idea of just water sports and kind of taking this idea of iconic American codes, you know, and shirting and tailoring and denim, and really just kind of putting it through the lens of activewear. I thought, okay, let's take everything, cut it apart, put drawstrings in them, but then having still a delicacy of applying lace.
I come here to be surprised when you have an artist that is that masterful. It's, you know, a shock to the senses every time.
His show is always amazing. I'm excited about this collaboration with Adidas.
We had a big Adidas moment this season. It's our big partner, and I thought, what can I do that feels very special to this moment, and collaborating with them and taking their heritage and the idea of Adidas originals and flipping it through a Wang lens.
Usually like the collections are like all about me and my travels and my experiences as a designer or evolving designer. And this one I sort of like separated myself and sort of made a collection that felt like exhibitionist or something, which is where all the porn references came from. The company's based on being fetishized in general. And I think that's how we usually always think about Put by Air for You. It's like, it turns us on in this way that is like very inspiring. I don't think we ever are like, oh my God, that's like practical because everyone's gonna want that. It's more like, oh, that excites us and we're like turned on by that. And I feel like that's the same way that porn entities act, you know. It's something new, we're trying it out, we're feeling it out, and I feel like it's a great way of like selling ideas.
You know, the show's really inspired by kind of New York City of folklore. It's a bit of a love letter to New York. I was thinking about the early 80s and these video clips I see of, you know, when it was really wild and it was dangerous, from the X-rated movie theaters to S&M and some bondage elements and latex and garters becoming fringe or zippers exposing parts of, you know, the garment. Then of course these discoteca party outfits that kind of look like, you know, like a UFO landed onto like a party dress. I did this building knit that's like a skyscraper that's kind of got the slime coming down it and like hot, hot, hot. I also did a collaboration with Alan Meekley Glasses, who did the very iconic glasses in the 80s. So did this kind of makeup face woman who would be like maybe at a party but wearing the glasses as well as doing the glasses with them. It's that kind of punk, new wave, avant-garde kind of vibe that I wanted to pay homage to those kind of vibes.
Every single season, we tend to reference art more so than fashion.
So it was kind of this very spontaneous mix of ideas. We visited some different ateliers in Paris that did these feathers.
We found this one woman who actually weaves feathers, like one would weave yarn into fabrics. It was about movement. All those pleats were cut sort of on the bias, so sometimes they fell like horizontally, sometimes they fell vertically, so the horizontal ones would like kind of spring up. And we just loved the silhouettes as the girls were actually moving. And then we wanted to break it all down so it's not like fancy or anything, and do big kind of t-shirts with the kind of abstract prints of like pictures we took. One of them is like Jack's fist. So it's about
zebra print down the side of the sleeve. All this knitwear was done in Bolivia. It was then hand crocheted with leather. So we're always exploring different regions that do different things. I think there was like 11 or 12 countries involved to make this whole collection.
Bolivia, Japan, Italy, Paris, New York, obviously, India. We didn't travel, but the collection definitely did.
It was basically just a fun pool party, time around Slim Aaron's photographs from the 60s and 70s.
I'm a fan and he makes amazing clothing. I came and I want to see.
The concept in the actual collection for the girls is really taking tailored clothing and trompe-l'oeing it into basically one piece that was zipped down the back, almost referencing a wetsuit. And then the colors and the patterns really almost referencing that iconic preppy time of American clothes.
I felt really inspired. Like, oh yeah, you should just make stuff that's really fun and makes people happy and entertains them. The presentation was so light and fun and had a sense of humor. I feel like you just watched someone else's hallucination, kind of. Yeah, I loved it.
Then I did want to put girls in swimsuits sitting around the pool at the end, so a lot of it is for entertainment, for fun.
Gigi has been the star of the runway for quite a few seasons now. And we thought, okay, instead of using Gigi in an ad campaign, we should do something really, really meaningful and really unique. So I invited her to design this collection with me. She came in and she took over.
My style, I didn't really realize it, but had a lot of nautical tones to it. I also started to make different pieces based on different parts of my style. So the sportier side, the more California hippie chic side with the long dresses, then we did a more rock and roll side with the leather, and we looked at really cool Tommy archive pieces.
She has a way of mixing her own clothes in a way that I think it's trend-setting, unique. I think it's youthful and cool. I wanted to absorb that into my company, and now we've done it.
It's hopefully a platform for bigger and more fun things together, and we're really excited.
This season it was a lot about fabric, so taking more traditional classic fabrics, whether that's velvet, leather, and washing it, creasing it, smocking it. It's always about trying to find something that feels new and fresh and relevant, and I want that boot. I can't remember the last time I saw a boot that looked good in the summer, and I feel that it really finishes off the silhouette. We had new shapes with the leather bags to create a new signature silhouette, and I feel that the bag really does look like it's part of the garment, and it's light and it's fluid. I really feel that I've come into my own with this collection. I wanted everything to feel easy and cool, you know, there's a bit of a free spirit.
Ooh, a little thirsty drink here.
True.
Is that Gaga? Do I have to pay for this, or can I just kind of, you know, say goodbye?
We need all the girls right now.
I won't let you down.
Thank you.
I'm Marc Jacobs. Yes, I'm Marc Jacobs.
And then you walk to the middle.
Like sick, bourgeois, gothy, creature, scary monster, super.
Oops, sorry.
It's really good.
How's it going? I know.
And you say that, I understand. Security!
Sir, let's go.